Hi, it's Naomi. Welcome to Pick a Card 1, 2, or 3. If you would like to order your reading, go to my website. And let's begin. Pick a number 1, 2, or 3. Okay, if you chose message number one says that you need to have passion and confidence within yourself. It's not time to be small. It's not time to shrink into the background. It's time to love and appreciate yourself and have confidence within yourself and know that you can do something. You are capable. You are more than capable. You've got this. And for message number one, I'm going to read a corresponding excerpt from my upcoming book. It's about channeled messages that I've collected over the past 8 years since I moved to New York. When I first moved to New York, I started writing this book. The title is not fully decided upon yet. When I'm done editing it, I'm going to release it sometime in 2020. I'm not sure when. I don't want to promise, but sometime in 2020. So if you chose message number one, the excerpt that corresponds with the Ace of Wands, this passion, this initiation and confidence to go forward is, and I wrote this, it is, when you are totally who you are at your core, looks and personality, heart and soul, you show your spirit, your higher self, that it is immensely loved. For no other love can exist without this love first. The highest form of love is that of the self. When you wake up in the morning, try this. Look in the mirror, smile, look, really gaze into your eyes, fall in love, and say, I love you. You are so willing to say this to others, but what about yourself? Why are you not telling yourself this more? Why are you not taking the time to do this? When you start to give yourself this kind of amazing and beautiful approval every day, you start to change. You start to make authentic choices. The more you give yourself permission to be totally who you are, the more you allow others to do the same. So again, this is about choice. It's about direction. It's about going forward. It's about being decisive. It's about being courageous. It's Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy. How can you be more courageous? How can you love yourself more? How can you do an exercise like this or whatever it is to make yourself appreciate yourself more, to make those decisive choices, to have that confidence to go forward? If you've been, unsettled about something or not sure where to go, but you've had this desire to want to do something for so long, just go ahead and do it. This card is giving you the green light. It's telling you to go forward. If you chose message number two is the Emperor. The Emperor says you have the strength, you have the determination, you have the confidence, you have the resources to get all it is you desire, to manifest what it is you desire. This year is a 4-year, 2020. 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 0 is 4. In this Cancer full moon, the message for you is that it's about stabilizing. It's about taking care of yourself first and then taking care of others. It's about knowing that you are taken care of by the universe, that you're taken care of by God. Number 4 is not really an exciting number. It's some people think of it as boring, but it's really just about stability and maintaining that stability, growing wealth, building a foundation for yourself. And the corresponding message with this number of the Emperor, message number 2, the Emperor, which signifies number 4, but this is message number 2. The message that corresponds to that, I'm going to read from my upcoming book. I'm going to publish sometime in 2020. It's still untitled, but what I'm reading is all written by me, Naomi Tarot. And so what corresponds with message number 2 is love. When there's no one else around, no family, no friends, no lovers, what's left? Who is left? You are. Your soul is alone, yet connected to all, just as it was upon your birth. No matter your status, single, attached, married, divorced, love can never really truly be gained or lost. It is and always will be with you eternally. This never-ending, magnificent spark of energy is truly within you upon birth, and it exists beyond your death. Just awaken to the unique yet eternal beauty and love that is within you, and the eternal beauty and love that is within no one else but yourself. Just because people miss the meaning of true beauty of life and focus on small things does not mean you need to feed into it. Why worry if or how many gifts you receive or how much attention you get in a day? None of this matters when you know that you are the most profound love that you will ever have. It is not physical love, but It stares you in the morning every day. It is your reflection. It is love of the self. So again, it's about becoming more stable, and how do you gain that stabilization? How do you gain that foundation, that strong, sturdy foundation? Well, part of it is based on self-love. It's based on appreciating yourself, knowing you can do it, knowing you're capable. You know, Cancer full moon is asking you to nurture yourself. You know, nurturing is the mother. It's the counterpart, the empress to the emperor. But without the nurturing love of the mother, we cannot have the stability and the foundation of the father. And without the stability and foundation and the groundwork from the father, we cannot have the love of the mother. Now, I'm not talking literal mother and father, I'm talking archetypally. So how can you love yourself? How can you appreciate yourself? How can you believe in yourself to grow this foundation even stronger? Then you're going to start to see things flourish. Then you're going to start to see your resources increase. So how can you take care of yourself? How can you put yourself first? And by doing so, how can you get, some of those things done that may seem not as exciting, like saving your money or making wise financial investments or using caution or being careful with how you do things. Part of that is self-love, not always impulsively running into things or spending all your time, your money, your resources, both emotional and physical and material, not spreading those too thin, making sure you have your reserves for yourself to have that strong foundation of the emperor. That's self-love too. So how can you do all of that? Start to introspect and explore on that during this moon. If you chose message number 3 is the Princess of Wands. The only thing or the only person that can get in your way truly is yourself. And let me just clarify that with an excerpt from my upcoming book. I'm going to publish it later this year. It's still untitled, but it is by me, Naomi Tarot. What I'm reading, everything is written by me. And it says, sometimes you don't pick who you end up with. This doesn't only need to apply to relationships or romantic love. Sometimes in life, chance meetings, last minute conversations, unplanned heart-to-hearts can be with someone you never knew you needed or who needed you at the time. But often this is exactly the case. Everything was orchestrated to happen just the way it did. Every person comes into your life for a time, long or short. And when they do, you always meet them for a reason, whether it is a simple or a profound one. Now, this is a quote by Charles Young. Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. So a lot less in life is fate than it is destiny. And what I was illustrating with what I wrote before the Carl Jung quote was that a lot of times people, events, things come into your life actually for a reason. And it's not so much that it's fate, like it's unstoppable. There is a part of it that subconsciously in the collective unconsciousness, you're actively taking a part in, attracting these people, these events, these circumstances to you. And then it's like sometimes people just call it fate and say it's out of their hands. It is actively in your hands, but they also are coming into your life for a reason. So how can you examine this reason? How can you harness the energy of this, of these people, of these experiences, of these things coming into your life for good? How can you take that, and run with it and go forward in your life? How can you make a deeper meaning and deeper purpose of your life based on the people, events, places you've gone to, the people and events that have come into your life, the experiences? Because a part of it is by chance, yes, but a part of it also is your collective unconsciousness, you as a part of the collective unconsciousness, attracting these people, these things, these events into your life. Because we all are, as Jung said, part of a collective unconsciousness. That is the archetypes and the energies throughout history. It's the gods and the goddesses. It's the different, even the religions, like when people believe in Mother Mary or Mary Magdalene as a contrast to that, or Jesus or Buddha. It's all of these archetypal energies of Hercules, of Athena, of Hera, of Aphrodite, of Diana, you get me. It's all of these unconscious energies that are affecting the way we think. Occurrences in the world, 9/11, the thing that just happened in Iran. These things shape our behaviors. They shape our patterns. They shape the choices and decisions we make. So how can we consciously recognize how it's shaping our decisions, shaping the people that come into our life for a reason, shaping the events that come into our life for a reason, and how can we harness these energies for good? How can we introspect and get to know ourselves more to then lead our own lives, to be confident in leading in the Princess of Wands or the Knight of Wands? How can we be confident in leading our own lives and harness this energy and transmute it into something productive instead of just letting it all come at us and let it happen? Think about that on this full moon. And thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.